All right, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI. From where we left off, I think Clive met Ultima. We fought the Eikon Typhoon, got tested. Ultima doesn't like us, and I think Joshua came to Clive's rescue when we needed it. And now we're in a different town, different village. 5 years has passed, and our mark is gone. We're going to continue from there. It's been a couple days since I've played. I wanted to just play for a couple hours. Let's get back into it. Okay, so this is the town. I thought here was this, but it's not. So we gotta go back to the hideaway. And I think we saw the hideaway being destroyed and the people being killed, so that's kind of interesting. Ben-Nimur. I can't even pronounce that.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Cid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free to choose our own path, I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong.
Tony, my man, what's going on, brother?
Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
I love that you're always here.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Oh yeah, I forget that we're called Cid now.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
I wonder what the deal with that is. I've never had like the main protagonist be called Cid. Chilling like a villain. You play some Apex today or no? Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Alright. I didn't check how much experience we gained from that last crazy battle. Gained a lot. Holy Jesus. That looks powerful. 2,300. Don't even have enough for it. I'm gonna buy this one. Just because. And then I'm gonna put aerial blasts. Now, can I mix and match? Thought I can mix and match. Probably that comes later.
Welcome back, Cid.
Downloading GTA 5. You mean 5, right?
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Cid!
Staying long this time?
Yeah, so Cid must be like a title for somebody, right?
Does that one have blood on it?
Is it business or pleasure? We won't hear me complaining.
Thanks to Lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand.
The only
for our wares.
drawback.
It's a constant bloody racket. If it's not Dory's and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night. Still, it's a pain in the ear hole. The price I have to pay for the Cid, the Outlaw's partner, is prime. I'd say I've myself a bargain. All right, what about the last 5 years? How's it been the last 5 years since it's been a little
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We're all waiting to treat Cid to a hero's welcome when Koopa turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured out like rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was, and a voice crying out for Cid to save us in the midst of all. I'll never forget those cries.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen to us. Promise me that come what may, Cid. Promise me that come what may, Cid will save us. That was hard to read.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
So all these are still weaker than what I have. Increases limit break generation by 6% when taking damage. Ooh, 24. I do have enough for these. Increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. That's pretty nice. Automatically charges magic spells and maintain the charge until cast.
Finished, are you?
Where's the blacksmith? Oh, this guy.
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Or perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrements.
Clive.
Blacksmith.
Forward India.
There you go. This is the thing. Flame tongue, lightning shard. All right, so this one's better. What do I have on now?
Should last you a good while.
These are still weak. And reinforce. Nothing. All
That
right.
it. Fine.
Have you been to the toll?
Wall of memories. That's the training thing.
Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you.
Oh, that's the music box. And now we go over here. Same thing. Alright, so we just talk to this guy.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Nectar. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furless friend. All in good time. Oh, tell me now. What is this? Oh, what?
Finished sorting those. All operations are suspended.
Finished? I ain't started.
Vivian? Who the fuck is Vivian?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
I think he is.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran.
Yaran.
Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
I only thought 2 people were fighting. There's like 5.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Here for another of my lectures?
Ask about, yeah, who are you?
One would think.
One would think my role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a bright future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching the University of Kenver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Cid the Outlaw among my pupils, but nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and but we both know that how that ended. Has it been a year already? Since the peril of the overly inquisitive mind, I suppose one is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure. Am I bad at reading, or is this weirdly written? Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, it was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship
than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Ask about Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where only one has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystals yield more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. It's blessed country indeed.
It was.
Until some elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sides heretofore natural shores. It pains me to see that land I love change, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew the Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon or inflame the seats of the Holy Empire since its inception seemed too audacious a move for him. All right, I'm gonna stop asking.
I wish our lawsmen would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classic.
All right, we're on a library mission, brothers. That was rough. I feel like it's just written weird. And yes, I do feel stupid. Ooh, what's this? Nope, don't care. Oh, these are books. The Sins of Domaki is an illustrated history of the twins, Volume 4, Tales of the Founder. Who are you? Harpocrates.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
What was I doing during the 5 years?
Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young.
Uh-oh.
The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Dude, I'm good. Let's go. Let's fight.
Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
I mean, you can still notice that he had it.
To be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
This man is
the scalpel did
jacked.
most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not Astolas? All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern crowd.
Reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a good point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
Focus, woman.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an Eikon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Yeah, I thought they weren't going to acknowledge that we met Joshua and he's still alive.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
So he definitely did see him.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
A toast.
To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
I forgot it's a straw. Ooh, do I get to play as Joshua? I played with him in the beginning, the Northern Territories.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Man acting like he ran in them butt-ass naked.
Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
She hates it.
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Wait. It's the same letter, right? Alright.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Oh, I can. Did I sell all of these?
Finished, are you?
Hold on.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
I want all the smoke. Let's get it. What is with this board? Okay. Find the curse breakers. Okay. All right. So I gotta leave. I have to leave here, I guess. Right? Yep. I did see one side quest though, so I'm gonna try to do that one.
Finish with that, Lord. Welcome back, Cid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
No, it's not all right.
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Someone finds you some pitch.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds
what
easier
now?
than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Cock and ball. Cock and balls? Do the old cock and ball mission.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Just better kill all of them instantly. That was terrible. Sheesh, Emilio, what's going on, brother? Pitcher wax.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this.
Alright,
time to head home.
I don't know what's up with Garuda's abilities, but man, she is not doing it for me. I'm gonna test out Ranma stuff. Create a ball of lightning. Okay. This one looks pretty powerful. I'm gonna save up for that one. See what happens. Wait a minute, I gotta go back to the guy. Damn it.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Alright. I didn't think the main objective was here. I thought it was in like in a different spot. A map. Go. Oh, yeah. Okay. It wasn't a different spot. It was just... You could still get there, I guess. Give him the old cock and balls.
Welcome back, Cid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Dang, give me 250 badge of the Blight. Badge of the Might. Ooh, by 12. Might equip that. Sir, and then what does this do? I don't even know what this does. Use Scarlet Cyclone. I do use that one a lot.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to physical.
Cid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Cid.
You do the same.
Dark clouds gather. When do I get to, like, the next boss battle?
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Look sharp!
How far is this place? Have I been there before? Alright.
If those horses touch it.
That's a lot of walking. Wait. Oh, I was about to say, how do I get there?
Look. Up ahead. Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds.
Uh-oh,
poor
zombies.
souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Brazaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I might just power up this attack because it just does an insane amount of damage to everybody.
Farewell.
Yeah, I hate that. How do I get rid of that? Hold on. You need this. I could have sworn you can mix and match. Oh.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Oh, this is where the priest's like taking care of the dying people, right? They found a treasure over here.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers.
Oh, you
They
two are
drove the bearers.
definitely gonna die.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And for their crimes shall they be punished.
Ooh, Black Knights.
Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
This one. Stay down. Over here.
Fuck all of you guys. I love how Clive is just so overpowered.
Stay down. Over here.
Oh god, I hate that so much.
This one.
Burn.
Stay down.
Just 20.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Oh, I think I should get more now, right? Nope. Breath of the wind.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive. The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
Oh, super dead.
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Cid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid! Where are you? Cid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
What did he just pick up? Release. Can I teleport there? Nope. Now, I could have sworn in the trailers we could ride chocobos, and I'm not seeing anybody chocobo riding. Ooh, is that another wyvern? No. Oh. What the heck is this? Rank C. Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear upgraded.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
It's a floating eyeball. That is. lot of damage right here. Or not. I feel like that didn't do anything. What the heck? Oh, I thought I missed. He's level 25 too. Alright. I wonder if anybody would fight this if they weren't level 26. I know I did a little bit of training.
This one.
Get out, get out. Ramu! God, I'm getting hit by everything.
Get him! Nice try. Get him!
Die on this one. Oh, he's about to hit me with that too. I think I could afford the lightning one now.
You didn't see that coming.
Oh, his body stays here. Which one do I like? That one's actually pretty nice. That one's actually pretty decent too. I'll do this one. That's pretty sick. Hopefully this is a potion and automatically uses it.
That must be the bridge.
No duh.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Return to Martha's Rest. At least we get to teleport there.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times, you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
I gotta go back to the hideout.
Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Return to the hideaway. What symbol is that?
Try not to move. Only make
Oi! You there! What? You handy with that sword? Of course you are. Bet you're a... Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Let me ride one.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back. Looking to settle the score.
I wonder why his side quest icon was different.
Don't just stand there. Go and help him.
Okay.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us local. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from...
a white chocobo? Chocobo? Please don't be. It is far. God. Damn it. I was about to say, please don't be far, and it's far. Run, 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 run.
White Hart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
It is something.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Ambrosia.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
There's a white chocobo.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I hate that attack so much.
This one.
Oh, they got their own hounds. Oh, this is a big boy.
Let's try. This one.
Not good.
Is that missing? What is that doing?
To me, Blade! Get him!
Wee. Simple enough. What do I get? Nothing.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
I forgot which one's the color that can fly. I think it was like the gold one or something. Oh, we did know her.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! He isn't over! I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Does that mean I can ride you?
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
No way. Now is this for everywhere that I go, though?
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
How do I take a screenshot? Oh, that's how.
You
Okay.
seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
So, do I get to ride her? Ambrosius tack. What is this? Displayed in Clive chambers. Oh, okay. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo. Yes! Chocobo unlocked. Is that only for here, though? After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia and X to mount. Does she ride too? What happens to... Oh, okay, so she gets the yellow one. How do I run? Rein in. L2. Okay, dismount. Gallop.
Run like the wind.
There better be more missions here for me to actually use this, though. This is pretty sweet, though. Big horn.
No mistakes.
Okay. And what happens? Does he attack me? Can I jump off of this thing? Oh, I can attack with the chocobo! But I can't dodge, alright. Does this do stagger or something? Oh, wait.
Get him! Get him! You're finished!
Okay, can I use her in different areas, though? That is the main question. Yes. Unless this is all related. I don't think it's related. Checking something out real quick. Oh, I can. Nice. That's good to know.
Where's Gav?
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
They're like, whoa, Clive, chill.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I wonder what the citizens think about a gigantic crystal that they're so accustomed to seeing every day just disappear. Otto's counter is now open. What is that? Alliant reports the patrons whisper the hunt board. All 3 are located near. Okay.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Oh no, more side quests. Oh, it's 1.
You think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go
Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that have been more time to speak to each other in person? But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we have found that she spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Jill. Where's the... Oh. Oh, it is there. Okay. It's pretty far to walk.
Won't be long now, Martel. Cid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
It's all right.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martell.
Martell apples.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Cid.
Was that quest completed? Oh wait, I gotta give them to more people.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
The hideaway.
Old Cid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Cid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Cid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Do not make me go all the way back over there. God.
The curse breakers send their thanks. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years, I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die?
How rude.
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Give me skill points.
Just look at her. Isn't Martell in fine fettle? And what about young Boppy here? He's got some work to do if he wants to catch up with his brother Kenneth.
I wonder what the apples do. For you. Oh, where am I going? Oh.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Free money. Listen to the Patron's Whisper. Ask about the best fighters.
Words are immortal.
They live on another, and the words are your own, so to you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jar in our last session before the Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they're gone.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stola's reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining mine, I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jar back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been the best student, though the honor goes to Shirley. Still, I think Jar would be proud of me too, where he was with us today.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway Mess to view current renown level and accept any donation available. Awesome! Did I just grab them, or would I accept? 400. I don't even remember. Are these specific
You
to
earned this.
like what
All
side quest
yours.
I completed? Renown 85.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Alright, what do you got?
How are you doing?
So much has happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago, but we'll never forget those who didn't make it. It's Kenneth, Martell, they're still with us in our
Cid.
hearts. And Cid, when I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
Still with us too.
With us and in you, you took his name and gave us hope when he had done. And suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger. Hey, Hideaway ain't nothing without it's Cid.
Oh,
So it is a title.
Same old.
Oh yeah. Chat. What up, brother? What are you playing GTI 5 for? Same old in it. Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking it up what problems need dealing with now. What can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need these help to sift through it all. That was just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole lot of other headache. The Kurtzbergers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest. If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me.
Quick look.
At what? There are no available quests, okay.
Think you
Alright.
can help?
Last but not least, Clive, there you are, Koopa. I've been looking
What's
all
the
over.
matter, Nectar?
The matter is this,
The
Koopa.
hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Well, of course not. You knew that already. And that's why I need your help. All I need is to remind you, Koopa. I'm the mightiest of all Googles. No fiend of forest of like... Didn't even read that. So I need you to slay them all.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Koopa. It's good to have found someone who understands me, Koopa. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Koopa, I'm your Google. Ooh, ask about Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Koopa?
I don't think so.
Well, of course I didn't, because I've never been. Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that might carry Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, Nectar, not Nectar the Stupid, Koopa. Ask about the hunt board. It's precisely what you see before you, Koopa. The Cursebreakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous Koop monsters they hear about or encounter in the curse of their duties, Koopa. And post the billets here, Koopa, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm service might set out slaughter an ungodly horde to the suit, which is where you come in, Koopa. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Koopa, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. Which one did I do? The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any rumor. The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors on the board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail, Koopa, so you don't have to let them all hard work go to waste, Koopa. Don't you let them down. Did I do one of them? The eyeball thing? Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that the fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious murder. Okay, I did. Okay, where are the other ones at? The Angel of Death. C, B. Ooh. Can I just accept them all? A trader coming from the way of Cairnover met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. His eyes wild and flickering, though the Cursebreakers saw nothing up toward on their own journey through their past. The sound of the cackling laughter from the trees assured them to keep a brisk pace. Oh, so you gotta find them. A trader coming by the way of Cairnovert met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them. Location, Clearview, Sembrek. The Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Okay. Alright, I just gotta find them. Southern Rosaria. This is where we fought the Marlboro?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Cid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
To do this.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We'll face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines. Oh, we just did like a million
How far do you
chapters.
think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
All right, that's gonna be in the next part. Good night, y'all.